Mr. Victor Gintu of Victor Metal Works and Fabrications out there in Agbogba. Happy birthday to you, Mr. Victor Gintu of Victor Metal Works and Fabrications in Agbogba. May the Lord continue to bless you. Doji. Kwaramonfe. Apom.
Sriwenya Kwame.
Sriwenya. Ilenya miasi.
Enra. World Autism Day.
Okay.
On say one of them not much talked about disability conditions.
That's true.
Na a spectrum. Nti autism no enwa na yesan ka no. Autism spectrum disorder.
Autism spectrum disorder.
Kwame ebi won mu a enye nne yi a abefo ntwehwemu research akoso a yehu a tititina na ho nso na yenim nti obi won mu a o kire na de sisi a wugina ho na ne refi
Yeah.
O bisa no na onkai na wo bo no enye buapayo eye ne condition.
Yeah.
Kasa asembi won mu a o ka ontimi nka ne yie nipa bebre ewo saa de no. And so enye nyina na yetimi diagnose no early to see that. Na the entire amana koye asemhia pa ne say ye anya early detections. Na yang boni pano amma no emwa ene ncheche ne ntete a. Ya minyini mu no etimi brain panase. Obi kro no otimi fere nipa mu as a result of that.
Yeah.
On many pemu ene sanema no. Na Kwame, Persons with Disability Act madoso mwa chama jena yewo district assessment centers sesenka man tin bia mu nkenya bia abofra yawo no foforo abosomi be sensiantem ekopem be so bedi mfie num ene duntem no esese breni bribia no ye hwehwe na dwene mu ehwe ne kasa mu ehwe se de ositi asem mu ne honam se de otenka ne sa ne mani nyina ne e detect se be ya enye autism no kwa about any other type of disability na yet me put in interventions. Unfortunately, Kwame.
Yes, correct.
Say oko the National Assessment Center watch motor forest it is not the best.
Oh.
In terms of equipment and personnel. One way one sa. One way so no in terms of expertise. Nim dia ye DSID Kwame. The World Disability Report by ya be my biom COVID adaroma because no music 2021 number here there twas.
Okay.
Observation here for Ghana ho and say e page 108. As at 2011 and now this report no bano. Na ye nyanya occupational therapist. Occupational therapist e Ghana. If free sabri ni be si na de me sure say minim but me ojide na rechemu say ye won krofo asua.
Oh you be.
Ha ye nya bi.
You'll be a psychologist, clinical psychologist, occupational therapist. Ebi a nurse by Obi.
Yeah,
and not cry a clinical psychologist penny back birthday.
Thank you.
Professor Joseph Edu.
Okay.
Osafo Edu. Center for Aging Studies, and then I would.
Thank you. Enti idea bia Abraham say His Excellency the Vice President okon launch ne vision statement no at paragraph 165. Oka said he will invest in training aspects in that area for persons with disability. Na yes in here pa the mame. Enti ene eye da etosumienu enra minim say e ba mofide so a ade ache so de nanso no me wogide na rehemu say me kan ne kwan so a say World Autism Day no yemfa kan na yemma disability conversation no emra yanim as a frontline issue than say ye no afterthought no. If you say enipa bi no won ma ya wo mo pretend ni ade medjuma me ya no. Thank you. O the incubator project ba ye. Yami shira Kwame. Yami shira yin na. Yami shira bebre.
Ye da nyame ase.
Anti the mekansi ho no no. Honorable Ada wanya di ba bi kota ma ye promote
167 on Kakanya.
I said it off head.
Banka 167. Come on, hold on, I'm present Kak. Maybe
Honorable Kofi Ada ka sebi. Or say
na be say the
vice in his speech.
Kwame me can offer do.
What for the vulnerable and special needs.
Disability I want to build a nation that cares for and invests in the vulnerable like persons with disabilities, the aged, street kids, lepers, cerebral palsy patients, etc., in cooperation with faith-based organizations and institutions and the private sector. My government will also focus on special needs. To start with, we will recruit 1,000 special education teachers and retrain teachers on how to work with special needs students. We will also train more speech and language therapists and occupational and behavioral therapists. Visionary in this conversation.
It is possible.
Very appropriate. Now, Chairman General, now me can say Honorable Kofi Addo time na no be energy minister, but now as employment minister no on the there should be anymore. Or can say there's a very thin line between disability and without disability. Can say yeah, can say obi adi dem and I say be only them no and sunsunye kitwa bi ene dentemu. Now hwehwemu yie pa hu say ye nyina kwan bi so no ye wo ade e betuma ka say ye di dem wom and I say ye wo challenge here and there. Yes, obia everybody is disabled one way or the other. Nti nyina ye ma ye ni nko saa nkomodie no ne emfa buo ni die emma obia ye hu na ebia wadi dem na mra no I wo ni nsem yi kwame uhu obia wadi dem na opeso otwa kwan mu ka kwan mu ye were designated places, but babia obehunu say opeso otwam bia with difficulty no wan nyina amana ntwam either you commit an offense.
But are you aware so there been more watch that way they were disabled? No,
you're from super crib.
Zebra crossing.
And I'm saying you're from
yes,
you're from super crib. Almost you know who pretended now because you're disabled now you're disabled. You chiwa emranu baby.
If you are not being disabled, into no
kwame na mental challenges are na say e kosropa yen hwe ho. Enam ahuhia bre konana ene adwumasem ene akatuamu nsem ne niam bebre relationships e ko bad ne ade nipa bebre e wo mental issues mete say ya na Dr. Safo Kasa asem no e say ye hwe na ye boa obi biara ye behu say wo sinto ana wo how bi e wo bibi say mu Chairman General eno mafa sacred what to free there it does
free everybody try for our website. But when I free keke asem now di tu dwa no idea e modru
very important.
Nzina measure ne free cycle aboboya
aboboya ne mo yedru papa
wa for load egum
Kabila, thank you for raising these issues. Yenya noma sebe amwedi dem ebi an argument na kano ebi sane ye wo no ya na ma yani nko papa
ono ye di novo ya nyasa nya wo for na de wo no but ono so de na de bi na aba
okay
in fact hwehwemu kra chese bi ono ma wo very remote ancestor bi yan kind of kra no wo challenge bi atnamwa afena eyi ni ho apie enti they are part of us now wo hwe akan asante particularly any gonja cultural studies are here kwame disability is not a taboo as has been widely speculated from misconceptions.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, in fact the third asantehini otum focus obuadum ana openso Mr. America he was disabled.
Are you sure?
Nane ni afra se bi sumadru no ne penso na ene ohene ba ye bom ekase na ebo na sori o ochia benkum nifa na otumfo trase ne na opeso ochia nipa mu a ye so ne nsa de chia no enya nsa ne nsa mu edududu o it was to guide a blind chief.
Are you serious?
It was during his era. He was the third asantehene after Osetutu Opokuware the first otumfo kusi obuadum. He was on the stool for 14 years.
Interesting.
From 1760 to 1750 to 1764.
Wow.
Akonsam ni ade na adoso no and he had to give way. Nti ono kra na fa the obesi na name and he suffered social death because he had to withdraw and went into a quiet. In fact, as we speak now, here wo enhemfo a wo mu wo ati wheelchair mu a duada bia very big paramonsis in Ghana. ye kokoso wo.
I see.
And think ye taboo nke betu na de so. In fact, your baby a ye bu ne say ukoto ohene na ye benkuma ye musa ebia na kono. And when the chief is taking the oath, Asante particularly, or can't say, or the ne limbs, ebe traswaji or mano, and don't forget that Saturday I am for no kuno debia now okwa kwame. Yam brow kakra ye bet me did them. Auntie or kina wako kwa did them abano. What's it did them into? It was never the practice.
But how ebia answer na bidie kunya na so did them so.
My maternal grandfather.
Oh my papa.
Me papa. Na ma vendre. Bamboy. Yes, in 1975. He was blind in 1971. 4 years before.
She no one there.
No one there. But now any there. And I know somebody, I don't have his permission to mention his name. Or could price too CCI on any fry and son the idea. Somewhere in Upper West.
Wow.
Yes. Until disability is never a taboo. It has never been. In fact, Oshemukrana in Gonja, stammering is the language of royalty.
Obi opododo.
Or yagbonre kasa. Eniso kasa straight. Or kasa poso. Or shada e poso. Because that's the language of royalty. Stammering.
Ebia ne enye stammering person be a deliberate stammering.
And American say so.
Enti ebia nye se ebia a conditional woman dada. Ebia isane ahindie me I'm just speculating me ina me bisa.
Yeah.
Ebia na ahindie nti na emano ekasa sa na ankoye se ebia okasa nya odwene ho. I don't know, there could be reasons.
Yeah, I mean the misua ye de me hu ye. And na me ka kiro yi. Say ohine no kra ye ntina no.
Okay.
Na obekasa so a okasa wuro so twentwen so. Se be ya in fact ohine nyam from so.
Debbie.
That is one thing. But in Gonja per se, Womo Emrano is informed and largely informed by the Quran.
Okay.
Ndewura Japan papa. Dingoro, Womo Bano. They came with Islamic clerics.
Okay.
The head of them was Fatima Orepe. Na Quran no, an accommodating space for disability. The Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ne nkomsha o troye ewo Surah 18 verse 60 to 80. Ne yonku bia na Shew Ibn Maktum na ne niefra na okọ ne nche na nkonhwani ase ompese obetie no. Na nyame yi aniswadi hunu ma ne se my niefra nti na ompese obetie mi ana. And now the man the revelation to write that particular surah. They have an accommodation for disability in general. Say the medical kind of yenyi obi to twene say be a wedi them. Entina Asante say omo obebi oyebu say apache say oye onia na se na eseye. It is an invitation to industry. And I can say apache oni hwe kra no won sambo enye ne nsambo. Obia wo role a play in society no mu. Enti kwame. We share cultural narrative now. It is for inclusion, it is for diversity, it is also for recognition for obiani role obetimi a play in the build up. Yentuni pantrini.
I like this.
Now we introduction it looks like topic I ever discussed in a association.
And I'm a part of
the is or a disability.
I like this. I like this. But Kabila, your PhD was in what?
Was on persons with disability and leadership.
Persons with disability and leadership.
Exploring notions, norms, customs, and practices in Ghana.
Mini ebihuroso, mi moniding. I say Kabila, thank you. Stammerers, today we win or we win. Cause you crazy. I say Stammerers, we win or we win.
But the Chairman General, he's a product of Prempeh College.
Oh, my fool. He's also a protege of Kokrokoo.
Yes. I fully agree.
Kwame Sevakan's younger brother.
Yes.
Why you move that? Prempeh College, why you move that?
Oh, but Kabila, thank you for the education. That's thank you for the education.
That's good.
Sometimes, nyambeni bi oha say you come no mo munim na kire yen.
Simple.
Enya omo aja mu fi so munim. Minya baby oniga na ha. Or say very sensitive topic, very important discussion. All 5 of my daughters are preterm. One is challenged and doing slow with school and education. It is not easy at all, but God is supreme. Sure. Thank you, Kabila, for this morning. This is nice. Now, Obisime Kancho said, Kabila has just stolen your favorite saying. Yantuni Panchini. So is it the Biamikaza? Yeah. Yantuni Panchini. Justice Abeko Nitino Fair, Kabila is very knowledgeable. That one, there's no dispute. Why na otai otimi ko free gotem kakra but nyare nipa ndi unya no prem
person. One of the greatest scientists on earth called Albert Einstein. Name of him we feed on normal.
Yeah.
Yes. They are a bit more where autistic.
We're autistic.
Yeah.
Not autist. Yeah.
Well, autistic. Actually, one brings Ejuma aja waye inventions are waye extraordinary.
Kwame uni said you free epileptic ewo Asante.
Yeah be.
E free nyame komfo. Nyame komfo.
Nyame komfo.
Yeah. In fact, disability both in Gonja and Asante no yen body no sa.
I see.
In Gonja they will say Jande or Kafranche to say it. Asante ombeka se sebi. Hansana wabudin. And it is revered.
I see. Obi say on call Wesley College. I see you just made my morning. You really educated me. Nana Utupri Dakon.
Yes. No di my name.
Oh, okay.
One God Nasarbidiakon mates.
Asarbidiakon Wesley College.
Yeah. Miss, I am now a secretary at the college.
Na chatting team woman be. Oh. Got it. Got on. He sure said,
he go fire you.
He go fire me one time. On the bombs of fire me. Kabila's exposition is deep, concise, and engaging. He should write a book on this. Kojo Boateng.
Tell Kojo that my thesis will be published as a book.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yes.
That'd be nice.
We are very far. Now we need to share English, no mommy. A friend of Professor Kojo Pukwajima.
That's a familiar name.
Yeah.
Professor Kojo Opoku Ajiman. Oh, Missy, there's a familiar name. It's me, Jandama. And it's English man, it's French bay. Is that your name in Yaka? I'll tell my Jen.
Yeah, Kwame.
Album.
Okay, teaching young people now about soon as I see near than I see there. With the any mechanic, Igwe, Ebudun can assume you. Shana ye in Ganism.
Amen.
Now, Kwame, take the more opportunity in the topic or busy or am lie. Naming Chia, Dr. James Atulinsi, executive chairman for JR Properties. Nani Ama Brefilinsi, CEO for Beauty Plus. Na in the so Dr. James Atulinsi ni nyaka kaba wofan Johnny Orleans Lindsay, aka Mr. Oka. No so odi ni birthday. Yo, I wish him the best. Ma futu in the Boaunya, ma Orleans Lindsay, Zinen, Peja Akosor.
Dr. Lindsay.
Oh, very well.
Hey. Nobody body.
Very well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
body. I mean, my offense. I want the one body.
James,
marvelous figure in the housing industry.
Yeah, housing industry.
I have just been reliably informed.
Yes.
Kabila is actually writing the book.
Yeah.
I
also behind one.
I mean,
I get the graphic at the door P.
So which was I mean, but to be a team, mammy.
Oh, Kwame.
Who's a had in your baby? Somebody.
I want to come out.
Yes, I nunti. And Kofobi, which your mobile.
Oh,
But almost your motias here. Say you have to concentrate.
what are you getting now? What are you getting now?
Nana be a
Chairman General Kwame Sifakan.
yes, Nana Boachi.
Chairman.
Boko there.
Chairman Yamada Roma, Yamini Dini, and then so, or the Germaniaji, small bishia, Minia Penny, James, Kwabna Bonfe. Is just a meeting with Dr. Nakamo.
Now they will wait for you.
Doctor, no.
Dr. James Kwabna Bonfe, PhD.
Any of Alute. Not Chairman Meda was to say Jawatunsa. They have about Ofidi cases. So, had they Obahane, Wednesday, there may be that, ain't he?
Oh, I see.
Reverend Asante Frame, you know. I said, hey, now what from Kwana? Monday, Tuesday, Friday. I know baby. Also, person we induct him into the Wednesday class. And then one major enemy, Chairman General, Wadama, Yabaya, Ofre, Yababesum.
Yadanyamiasi. Kwana?
Yes, sir.
Based on in command me,
Yes, sir.
Me now starting on this 12-year-old girl. I want to hear your thoughts.
And Ram, Kwame.
Yes, Kwana.
Me no shall say, but we share that.
Pa.
Oh, that me send you message now. One can have say, Papa, we or perceive me. I'm back. Kwame, me study on disability leadership. A key aspect of it is law review.
A key aspect, law review.
Yes. So from young colonial times, basically the position of the law, any legislations, any policies on disability. Now, we share Article 26, Clause 2 now. We must say we call Article 11. What more now? Customary law, practice and usages as part of the fundamental laws of the land. Now, amamre biara ene onipa su nipa ye na dwene mu ni nipa dua se de sitie ene nipa ye ase ehon no anase ehye no so no mamra no say yechiri. It is prohibited. That's a word used in that provision. Say any cultural or customary practice edi obinya say fa the one who so sitie anana dwene mu sitie no sam amamre no ana amane no ebra enti eya eno no ehu ya kra say obi be kwakọ kasa bebre o twa say ade na ye no sebi edi obinya na ehye obi so ana eti obi fa hudie so ana entempa no ano ekasetia Chairman General.
Yeah.
Maka wo afidie su pense ensem bi won na eba eya na ne ka ewo afidie so no eya na hame de ntia ye hame ne se ye beka na afidie so yi ya nti asem ni nyina nko wie enso ne aka manasi ye kama ni so a asem ye be hu no kra wie no ensan enya currency a enya ye enkan no enti Chairman General me no kasa no pay na me ye madom na me nua pani ba kwa ya ono anu otete me kakra obo ame na o send me video bi ye nua Kofi adoma wonwani okoho ne emse nungwa empanifo no ba ko kasai no pani no ne kasai no Kwame o kasai yie pa
Okay.
de o kan no sente sa yɛ wɔ ho kwan sɛ yɛhwehwɛ mu kɔn sɛ ɛnte saa yɛsɛ awura na yɛka n'asɛm no wadi mfie 16 nye 12 nti question asɛm a mibusa kan ne sɛ why na de mfie 12 no etu dwa in the first place sinana bi wobetumi correct me the age qualification age for marriage for women I'm saying 16
18
there be 18 children's act
18
18
it used to be 16
consent for sex is 16
16
okay.
but we
marriage
under the children's act
18 nti 16 ɛna nipa na di na kyerɛ sɛ ɔnyɛ 12 but sɛ ɔyɛ 16 mpo koraa na yɛka sɛ yɛkan minors ɛwɔ according to the children's act 16-year-old no ɔyɛ minor ɛyɛ minor enti ɛyɛ deɛ na ɛkɔɔ so chairman general minhu awareɛ mimpani mimfie kakra madi no wasase so kwame minhu ni mpani nsɛm bi a sɛbi obi a yɛkɔ ware no bɛrima no fie ne yɛkɔ ware no enti sɛ na ɛyɛ aware ampa a ɛyɛ ɔbaa na wofoɔ hɔ ɛne yɛkɔ ware yɛ ana nkyɛmu a papa no de ma ɛnɛ ne sɛ awura no ɛnyɛ deɛ di kan koraa ni a yɛde ne yɛ amammerɛ ne amanneɛ nam sɛ mfie bɛyɛ sɛ nsia a atwa mu ni no ɛna ɔhyɛ aseɛ play the traditional role as the queen mother of all the spiritual heads in the Ghana traditional area. Nti ɛnyɛ your friend saying nungwa teshi nungwa nkwa but ɛyɛ Ghana ɔsɛ na ayemu ode kyerɛ ɛyɛ the entire Ghana state ɔno na ɔyɛ ɔmo nyinaa abrewa ɛyɛ amammerɛ ho asɛm deɛ ɛka nti ɛnora prof ma hint bi sɛ adɛn na yɛnkɔpɛ Ghana anthropologist bi na wone ni ɛnni nkɔmmɔ ebi a ɛbɛte nsɛm no si yie kwame deɛ meka kɔduru ne sɛ deɛ abɛtɔ dwa sisi a ne sɛ yɛnware awura no ɛma obiaa sɛdeɛ yɛteeɛ no ɛnyɛ aware a yɛfrɛ no awareɛ sɛ ebi a me ware me yere Sandra sɛ wote aseɛ na mmom ɛyɛ ɔsɛ ɛyɛ bosom no a ɔba bɛsom no ɛna ɔwɔ yerenom ɛnan na deɛ ɔkaeɛ a ɛyɛ me nwanwa kakra ne sɛ ɔsɛ ɛma mpanimfoɔ mmiɛnsa a wɔn di kan a wɔn yɛ bosom no yerenom no wɔn wɔ kununom enti amamra na wɔn yɛyɛ no ɛyɛ sɛ gɛ ɛyɛ awura no maame fom nkɔka sɛ gɛ sorry mankama no yɛ afom maame no na awura no ɔyɛ ɛsɛ sɛ ɔyɛ obi a ɔnyɛ bra na ɔyɛ amanneɛ binom kɔpem sɛ oduru bere a ɔno ankasa ɔpɛ sɛ ɔware a obetumi akɔware na ɔse bosom no yere no mmiɛnsa a edi kan no wɔn aware ɛwɔ ɛma mpo they have children sɛ deɛ ɔka no yɛ nkontompo a ɛnna ɛna deɛ meso mi kan enyina mu but mete sɛ amammerɛ ne amanneɛ yɛtumi yɛ ne saa nti deɛ ɔkaeɛ a ɛma no to ma so nkran sɛ ɔse ɔna ɔyɛ ketewa wɔ mu deɛ ɛnso ɔna yɛ ɛyerenom no nyinaa panin ɛnam dibrɛ a okuta nti na kwame obi a onim amammerɛ ne amanneɛ kakra no memfi a madi sisi ayi ɛnkɔ n'anim bebree saa ɛkyɛn binom deɛ ɛnso yɛkɔ ne yɛkɔhyia efie sisi ayi ne yɛyɛ amanneɛ a mewɔ wɔnom a adi mfie 50 ani akyire but ɛsɛ sɛ metena ase ansa na wɔn mu aba anaasɛ wɔn bɛgyina hɔ na mema tena ase ɛnam dibrɛ a meme wɔ ɛwɔ efie ɛne amammerɛ sɛm mu nti enti ɛwɔ hɔ mete aseɛ because I know it deɛ mɛka nkɔsi ne sɛ sɛsie yɛyɛ no huye ama yɛsɛ aposifoɔ abam attorney general kasa ho CRI ɛyɛ deɛ ya
Child Rights International
abaka they should dissolve a marriage between 12-year-old and 63-year-old in fact, is there such a marriage to be dissolved? Enti the American United say, Chairman General,
Kwabena Bonfe.
near yet, no, ya kamya koye say, ye din quantity, you know, and tis happy pepe. Na say, Benya botre, na ye titi ye one, and kebe boy.
Right.
Na recommendation be a me ye bra me ye me PhD edition we you know. Say regional national house of chiefs, regional houses of chiefs, yen codify cultural knowledge, indigenous cultural knowledge.
Because it's all oral.
On yes, on aspects of life. Kwame, ebe boso so ma ehinse bebre manso bebre wo no ma ebe settle no once and for all. Codification and the Ministry of Chieftaincy and religious ayi catch me no pani asoma boatin say ye won komodi bring your mama ye hia de but say ye tu anamo no na ebe boa mansem bi no bebre wo no ebe say ya enam say ye be sua ho ade enti ebe boa ye ohe ayi wulomo no kasa bi ma ne ye me ya wo say enne wo mo cheche for Gan teachers enkom wo schools mu basic school o mo an de asase ama say ye ncha de wo no ya transfer teacher for no ina free until they are no more teaching Ghana. It's an allegation.
No, it's true.
They say, I don't know
It's
for a
not an
fact.
allegation,
And the
it's true.
GES Director General, who tell me, language, Kwame, the identity of every person are tied to two things basically: land and language. Land and language. Umo refi babi ufia. Ubi betro babi ufi.
I'm not Professor Pukwa Mankwa, Director General Ghana Education Service. Sankoma way by. Min Kenti Obi. And crime for Nankasano. And Konkusu and crime bamechre. It is another problem at GS full facing. The human resource mudebe yejuman. Ebi ni ho. And also come. Inti ye to a craft. Ebi ayehanya momono si yontonofo. But unia sasa, it's imagined the girl is 16 and not 12. She was made a queen mother at the age of 6 and betrothed to a deity. The ceremony that was performed was officially to adore her as a wife of the deity. And then Asasa the now can be.
Yeah. Sa ai yawo ai your friend no ayite.
You are 10 years, you are where you are.
Na
And now, Professor Jekum class.
Okay, thank you. And then yeah, me name kum Professor Nankasa.
But unim say Emra or Ghana.
Yeah.
Betrothal a criminal offense. That's the interesting thing.
Yeah.
Ain't you know? Yeah, it's a criminal offense. Ain't he? Let her know ra equate to Troyano. Ne nipa be bring one. Say or no as a seasoned, very seasoned lawyer, former attorney general. Me trust a betrothal. Meanwhile, the law says you cannot. Betrothed at 6 is a criminal offense. The bigger picture, any the state or the law versus tradition or the law versus culture. On a very light note, obi etwa ne humfoni wagina ho etwa ne humfoni e dey send me. I understand you and your crew are dealing with this fine boy of Antibi, and Kwabena Bonfe, my own brother, is an accomplice. Eriasi dear sir, I have received several messages, so be careful. We'll storm your studio. I am 5'0", and that is not bad cry for me. By the way, you will hear from my lawyer, Professor Kenatefa. Godon Edebae. Na Osha lawyer na. Height meet. Now, on an extremely light note, means the president has a perfect sense of humor. Inti Odebeche. Yo yenya ba kwa friend na Kobo. And also vertically challenged. And I probably no pay them her. Obe kanana na oba say hey. See titia for need man so munya botre. Titia for need man so. Eti obenya botre. Eti nana kobo. Baby I will be ichia no pay.
Chairman, for purposes of education, now before I sign up, me work for a baby. I'm basically me kind the Children's Act, no.
Okay.
1998 as amended in 2016 Act 560. Section 1, definition of a child. For purposes of this act, a child is a person below the age of 18 years. Now, relevant section back, section 13, protection from torture and degrading treatment. 1, no person shall force a child to be betrothed. B, to be the subject of a dowry transaction.
There you go.
Or to be married. 2, the minimum age of marriage of whatever kind shall be 18 years. Whatever kind shall be 18 years.
Yeah.
These are the relevant portions. These matters, the age and whether you can be betrothed and then all of that. So, customary practice
versus the law.
That is why I just wanted to.
No, but it's good because I pass what my kinds are. Kwame, also at this stage, you know, the so-called marriage, you know, whatever form of marriage it is, you know, as I say, one more LED customary practice usages any norms so no. As so we say you would new dispensation. Sad ye young friend a warrior a den beba. If indeed nipa no wo say waware wo ware na mabosom na so wo kunum dia and obetma nya kunu a aden na so friend a warrior because a service to be rendered. A service be no render in a customary sense. Why do you have to call it a warrior if it can be avoided? And here interaction is important. If it's a Kwame, me GDA pass the interaction between contemporary nation building any traditional cultural system of governance no yentimi blending you and no can be near in politics no.
Now me en chechima dia mam na emede minisa lote subem but watch your video no I say omo ye amane no me hwe no anything in tremu na the matete no
Oh,
otin kasa
dabi
okay
odi matem dia met
alotena otin kran pa no ni min kran mamre me nyen krani nyame adome tren kasa ba me sure say kran mamre me hia say be kire me nya expert bia me ndu ba bia ba me hwe video no ayaware
okay
ayaware nyama de ba aware mo amutie mo fancho na hwene
true
ne sabe mo fanche misramo sabe ni puto be she powder de be bo no ho perfume de be bo no ho ensemo a man panyufo no moji awaye eka no se na hwene o de be chire ni kunu o ma ne honte ondi ni honi ma ni kunu na ye ka se we de mono tie roba wa hu sa aware MC se man panyufo ana ma mu wonim de o mo kan aware na no mo gina ma no enti me a mini min kan culture na gise obi kire me because so ka se de ware na mabosum na etiamra because only 18 yeah the wine na ma conform so a etiamra enti edian na no moye
Kwame ntina me kan say ma men kan article 26(2) no na ebia anka lieutenant sinana na bi sumrem o say all Kwame tio me kan free one no for clarity. Every person is entitled to enjoy, practice, profess, maintain and promote any culture, language, tradition or religion subject to the provisions of this constitution.
There you go.
2, where my emphasis is. And I'm caveat no. Say all customary practices which dehumanize or are injurious to the physical and mental well-being of a person are prohibited.
There you go.
Enti say the entremu ya ebe afterthought and I said damage controller. We can establish that.
And can now want to know them high be a many lieutenant.
Yeah.
And Peter Squire.
Yeah. The gunman.
And so Nana Bisonte. It's here for a team made the Yamidin Sram some about Chem, what the Chem, Mamma Ting Crino. May kind of once mean Kebu.
Yeah.
Because they moved through. What ye tape now? And I'll show video now. Mammy for no moja warieno. What two a chase about coca? Mr. Mofan Chemu, Mr. Mopa. I hear you.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, Bisia.
Yeah. Just say any Oba Quada.
Oh, you Oba
Quada.
Okay, in fact,
I wore and come Mamrimuno. Near chairman says, Ubini, a warrior bar. And I yajia warrior. Ye casan sim nibi. Ede I said in my ho he ni jibem. 80 a warrior no more warrior kwalano. But it is what it is.
Protest nintina gomu etienya irana.
Alate Bram.
Fami.
No, final one. Kabila.
Yes sir.
Mimi sao. We me twamo bia. Nukrani nyamienim. Se obaba edi 12 and 16 oba.
Memfanoma.
What did Bama Sadi?
No matter the circumstance.
End.
In some places, it is practiced to today.
Because of Nyaminim and Ran, just answer Abim no. You see, Oban, if fear no woman, and if fear no free mono, almost no, Omodiano no, say Omoma, Bosom no, Omoma no Bawari. I'm not supplying.
I'm even coming to that.
Alatibrim.
Kwame, Inyima.
Catch him.
The customs and the traditional rights of the Gans started from Israel. The Gans are one of the lost tribes of Israel. And from there to Egypt, from Egypt to Ile-Ife in Nigeria, to Benin, to Togo, to their present day abode. Kwame,
Alate.
See, what is happening is a conflict between Western type of the Western societal laws as against Ghanaian traditional laws. That's what we are now doing, and this is for us to debate and to make sure that your customs, your traditional rights, should be inculcated into our constitution. So look, what people are doing now, Obama and Granfu
when you are president,
Kwame and Granfu, they are the leaders of the clans. They inherit Aaron's order. They are from the Aaron's order.
Levites.
They are Levites to today. And when they decide, it is final. More man cranful when you are beer. More man and cranful when you are beer. The guys have their customs. Kwame.
Alate.
In a Rebecca no may be Sade. And one was at the age of 12, at the age of 16, and now what call from war Numuaho, what search out when there. How Abafabi was in the ma Bobby Ulomo. You might not know. and our warren no ma bosom and our warren no ma high priest. You don't know until you have to go and find out. No one order. Waka for no I mean never was one day go smart. Kwame, I'm not being controversial, but here echo the Jewish history. Here na Abraham neighbor Isaac or what Rebecca at the age of 10 on the way to 65 years. Go and do the search. You get to know. It is a tradition. It is a norm. But what's our friend with the 16 years, with the 12 years? Our name Bosom. Our name fetish prison. The means order was a constitution, but no court coaching and your child rights there. Lawyer Nanabi, oh, court coaching. Pia, Kohono coat. Get to Nungwa and get to the shrine and go and coach. You see the difference.
So obviously some are above the law.
It is not being above the law. They should respect customs and traditions. Na ewa ye Christo summon not the maseminya azava. Hey, na impa na ekosia wo democracy 101. Onu asamo ogacha in there. Enyi benyinda besianda no force wo do de jitum na abofaba servita fracture assuming there was na come on Bobby ni Bobby ha ebiana obetitin to the age of marriage meaning one religion motu makanda ba manka dobi was a bad man at the age of 9 or Tessina or Yin no water about Faban. It can happen.
Into engine too.
No, Missy, don't defy the tradition and the customs of the gas. Don't do it.
Is this the only tradition and customs of the gas? There are many things we can celebrate about gas.
Oh, Equavota region and Jay or Trokoshi.
Yeah, but it's been banned, hasn't it? Banned.
Oh, Melba. It has taken some time. Yeah, we need education on such things. We need education on such things. The welcome to the me. It calls for a debate. Yeah, debating. We want to meet all the high priestess and high priests of the Ghana states. Because from now you come to Nick Bobby. Let's all meet together and sit down and see there. Charlie, Adia Ekeye Oja Samaba.
Into Bosom no Warren.
I can't tell.
And then you say Abraham Nabreda.
Oh, no mercy. From here and Abraham Nabreda.
Or why will be already 10?
Yeah, or why will be already 10?
Into our tradition.
Oh, your tradition.
Into Mosin or Yawari.
Oh, Yawar? Oh, as a matter of fact, oh, Yawar?
Na Oyawari, Papa, na Wawari Bosom.
You were my family be wa Warma Abusuman. Because Abiana or a clairvoyant. And see, what shall not dachi or bottoms are wa.
He was a woman prophecy 300 years ago. Nah, or reincarnated or something. That's the explanation that has been given.
Well, some may believe in reincarnation. No, say in reincarnation, you want Jesus Christ after 3 days in your soul. And see, that is reincarnation. And see, it depends upon how you define reincarnation.
Ain't he Oya Warren Aja to the Waya Warren?
Why are tun? I mean, many there. What houses be what? One main function in there. Damn, busumi away. Ewa. The mubusumi, the me if you no or there was serve the mubusumi. See, that is how it is. And that is been a practice to today. We perform rituals and san even for homowopo we tum wezi. And see, Kwame, I'm amazing in there. And the police from Bremen look. Attorney General, you may be offending a whole tribe if he doesn't know.
So what do you do with the law then?
No, the law has to come in. Look, we need to educate them. There, Charlie, baby, here you are see word we the customs in tradition. Yes, sir. When you feel nyama yem. Education ni dama kaka ti dem American tokoshi. Nje wunda tokoshi fo togbe fu na wogu wo ma fama ngeze wo.
True.
It's a fact. Look, as I speak now, 5 northern regions here. Wo ma fama ma. I won't lie to you. It is there. But let us educate the very people ya yem right now one there. Yen customs who tradition ya ye the madi nimira sudo odi ye fio ane there ye but try there ye but massage baby ne as custom lives because you cannot in a way the you defy your own traditional rights and customs. In Kakakra, we graduate from one point to another. But extra condemnation now, biari come over here. And that is Ghana for you. Biari come over here. And you see, you come to that extent that it is like, I don't want to touch these things.
But
Kwame,
I think simple manchamo kena.
No, I'm say.
He condemned it.
Yeah, he condemned it.
Inti onusu onyim nkran amamra.
Oh, mamba. One person in all. Obutumaga.
Inti onusu onyim amamra.
Because onu baby all one. Oh yeah, onu as chief. Apart from the Oshe adi Gaman Chenasin. Oshe na iwuro monasi. Nti onu baby oti ni ayinfi away. It's just about 10-15 minutes walk to baby na iwuromo. No na bobo anu wo. You should have gone there to ask.
But I don't think or a tradition or a custom or a cultural na inchi ajitum de nyame bi wo ho a sebe mbra so de yenjem
on America there.
Inti no matter how much a pedestre do that the man yen because I'll tell one and now age 12 wasn't quite the mazi on your
day. I won't allow it. Even 16 years ago, I won't allow it. But Mamicha in there or there yenyi the gas state the mazi awabi should be an opener and then there a line of communication between
the basis for conversation.
I mean society and then the group of people there. Oh, yeah, why info Lawrence that or Yengreni Niangra or friend the lighthouse or Yengreni yo crunchy or friend ni Taki
Taki ya boy Sam Crunchy Anka
Taki ya boy de me every Taki ya boy bia ofi na iwuromo asene Joshi nti when you know they can go and meet and sit down the chale any ebe hoye nya wo chaka me view ebi akwame so for adi ebi ane abafo so if your body power
menyem belezana pe
maybe yabazi
menyem belezana pe
or is in
menyem belezana pe
ni bobi ni shan enyuma na nechi nya wo so na tere
menyem belezana pe
or dey you one in that
menyem belezana pe
is it going?
Yeah.
As someone wa be ya can do ko ye Charlie 12 years here in Attorney General. When you buta onye mo onya buta na ye educate one na won no one tase na they are human beings.
Another Eric education no to them sabio one ye kon asem no kakra maybe same no okwa was your friend dem bio ni Bobby Law.
New Bobby Law.
He's a very well educated man apparently. Apparently I say no your house of okay ni pakra.
In fact,
Sabi and yes or you be a uncle school ana onyinim there.
Tradition education man or some.
So when you talk about education,
yes, but he knows. But you also need to prompt him. There you are educated as yeah. No,
but Chairman, you know what confirm is I say on one Stephen Aquiti.
Mean confirm me Basan Mati.
And I think it's a graphic online quite reported. The go share the educational background. In fact, he's even studied. He's even studied youth development.
Oh, really?
Yes. Reading a profile now. I mean, from the what me reading.
Oh, the name is Bobu Wolomo.
Yeah, Bobu.
Bobby Law is different. Bobby Law is an insult.
No, Bobby Law is hunter.
Hunter Bobby Law. So it's Bobu Wolomo.
No, Bobu. Bu is a cave. And it is either a hunter's cave or a sacred grove. That is the meaning of the title. Either a sacred grove or a hunter's cave.
Chairman General, I truly believe the people explaining are lying. In one breath, they said they needed to do the ritual before the girl sees her menses. Now they are telling us she's 16 and she hasn't seen her menses still. If indeed they are not claiming she's 16, it doesn't make sense to me.
But you also hold the 16 put on any people.
Yeah.
16 years, I said, no, this draw my attention to it. Not the all can say, if she was betrothed at 6 years and she started performing the rites 6 years ago, then the girl in question is 12 years.
They're not 16.
And not 16.
So
stories quite easily verified.
Yeah, at least
16 year by now be or senior high school.
Kwame say why this 16 crowd
unless some catches are on go school.
David baby I won't cry the best can easily be verified. Yantri aboni
enhwe but chairman whether 12 16
or what
it is wrong. I can understand Mbofa Uncle Lute, you know, he is a traditionalist. And a politician. And he's trying to.
Also, I pay me can say you're starting as again at the 12. And run the bus with the 16. By Saturday, no, the 18.
Saturday,
Acha by end of the month, ready 21 now.
That is Ghana for you.
Uncle Lute, Uncle Lute, Ubusan say, it is a Oba now, Nana, or send you on Tiasia cry. Swan cry. But you see, in another breath, because of yes, the traditional background, which Chairman.
So he's torn between the traditionalist in him
and yes,
and the fact that he knows that they are wrong.
But my uncle gave himself away when you posed the final question. That say our bar now, Nana Kabamana. You said no. What are you talking about? Honor, he giving you away. Meaning that. Meaning you disagree.
But you agree entirely. Exactly. Jale tradition is tradition.
But I said Nabi. One can issue. What I also see is or sense the possible mischief. One handles had the
Exactly. I was even coming there.
Kwabra also one thing kan kasa oni na Nabi wo ho. Sen ka mo tin kan pa na mo tie video na. Wow. Ya chrege na sanya on siesie no na ne kunu nenda. Ena mo se onya ware.
Kwame nyem na make o. Me say eh Kwame.
Nja bosum ni nyene bada. Bosum ni onye ne bada.
Onye ne bada den.
Bosum ni nyene.
Onye ne daden.
Na nja bosum no onam nipa ni mu nto nam. Papa ya bo ni
bobo
ni akra na bosum na nya feelings na say papa na nya feelings.
obusum besia onye beyin da wo sunsun na ye wo obusum you never heard of that there
Chairman General
yeah the succubus and the incubus
Chairman
have you heard that before the succubus and the incubus
yes Chairman Mr.
incubus ye beyin succubus ye besia
emra ye trauma ye no a reflection of our tradition, our customs and aspirations and ye Detroit eti ebra near trust our children's act no who say we knew very well ya ejitu mu ne ye no ma ya power mrahye bedwafo so omo kom mrahye bedwam and all of these members of parliament they come from certain communities and societies be now so no any tradition and omo kwaje mra itu mu
yes so otwi mako a ompunuto
Allah
alote eno susu me ne be
nga no teten nda na ye nya abotoyo na abotoyo mbe nti ye tubuko wo bobado nti wole tubuko
ona aso ntinka yes otwi mako ofi a etie fo mo fan chemwai but sa o se sabi ompunuto na on chese onye ready for a certain position
no enga no teten mo tin
na bi to aso
determisi wasen enyamoko nze enyamoko na wutunu wuso
chairman on sa ne ma we nyina ye ho
onum ze evu ewu de
sa ne ma we nyina na eyade a na exist eno ntina emedesi ya atum se emra ye tru nyina no emra no eya na kwakwa ese ehwehwaniwa ede ma eye ya mamre ene ya manie enti se ye tromra bia na wa me ye tromra no in vacuum ye nhyeda
there
it is a act no defining act no who a child is no ka say obia wedi below in fear 18 years e akra ti di can define him so whether say or you 12 or you 16 per this law or yakra
yeah
then na sa go on because say obi a o yakra sa no untimi e man say ayesi wa ware o de ne kwakoma
ana so me na yete
ana yes untimi and I say kan have you kwa na emedan he was so clear say that the minimum age of a marriage for whatever kind say spiritual marriage say marriage to a deity whatever kind shall be 18 years. Uncle Rudy, me a brand new Susan here can kind cultural studies. Na trokosi. Aba me aka me atwam. Na say na yesi who suspect this will be a bayfu ed ne bodua ho. Me abuna be mo culture. But you will frown against it. No matter what, we are not saying say all the customs and all the traditions of our I mean, but this particular one, it is outmoded. It cannot be said, say, ha a certain act. There are a lot of cultural practices, and then because of your laws are because you're quite him. If you want to, that's what you protect it because it's a heritage. And that is the beauty of it. Your cultural practice in the world a source of tourism attraction at the Maya.
Yeah, I mean, big and lenja.
Eti, memom dear.
Alote obini nkwen like obari. Alote obini alone nabi nkobari obari no no. Obi alone nabi nkwen obari no no. No obi alone nabi. Da bi nkwa kule. Nkwa kule. Oh nkwa kule.
Chairman General, on a more serious note, see,
Openi
63 years. Yeah, this are crazy money. Chairman General, senkene ba.
Anane nana anane wafase
yes
oba so on be explain here
nana this are simple say into bit my share of friend any nada
that's
why I'm beginning to think say be another symbolism explanation
there be symbolism be anyhow nani pa ya channel kwan on fa so ndwuma ko na
ani akra ne ye kire no oba ne ye kire no sa the be the yan to ye bokakra What if it is not indeed a marriage to the man?
But that is why I'm saying, sir, even the law is quite clear. So whatever kind of marriage,
it nullifies it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Such a marriage cannot stand. But you see, I will also be against say ebia bibi nti se ne ye kan and yem fan yen hwe ne hwehwe mu na omom ye we zi ne mfom nkotuma na. No, I think that we should not be aggressive. No, it's too far. Baby edu no, we can cause there be sa we sin the osi twam na obia no nya adesua ma obia hu. So we cannot be aggressive by application of the law on this particular matter. But however, for me, marriage with you, it should be dissolved as soon as possible.
No, he needs counseling.
And yet, na akrana mu no kran baby odu kran no. O say, na kra ya any say nti na be kran wetima ko school. Okosuku asena ne nkofo be se hu no. I mean, these modern times, I think say we need dear.
Are you going to order Okonoko to?
Oh, if are you going to me? For me, in the right type of job, I know he's a very respected person. But I think say.
Now, even if it's betrothal,
he was overprotective
based on the
of the culture.
Based on the act, no.
Yes.
They cannot stand.
You will understand him.
Missy Obia, Kwabne, oh, baby, are free. Or practices yan and that's also. Obia on the because of yes, the prevailing times we are in, no, Assisa Kakra. Obia on the side.
Is dynamic.
It's dynamic. I'm happy young persons like you are what's I ma de bia mutimede adesua foforo of uncle to the metenase ebi ofri but evidence say obewie do so no say giving himself away say ne ba pa na de odiase da.
No, I won't agree, but exactly. You see the customs and tradition. There is a problem. Maybe
assembly man, but we shouldn't be too harsh. Nya fe na e ma police na bam na akwakwale we na ye afi ne ma ye no court. Any ade yungwa ware.
The avenue let's see this
na
as
an
opportunity say yenya a better engagement between young contemporary thinking and cultural practices and traditions.
I agree with you.
The
new order.
Yes, I agree with
a new dispensation because and then money be on my
yes.
And a business on my ye
Kwabne say ye ba be di homo ya. Omo announce say ye me anya noise. You don't we abide by that? Ye tiase ye to be bia me anya hwe because ye tiase no so we also observe sa ne ma no. So when the necessary ye nka sentia ye anya noise oba bia obi any business a oye ba no you have to close it. Sabre no wabo kase say now say oba be you have to close it. So there are aspects of these cultural practices where we can accommodate and we have to. A boa grandpoma say na make yetimi selega na yi. No noise making obi atiase yenye we say we dear of akwesi prat we say adabraka
samanjena unim dentia culturally and sembi on mo yen kan we nipa we kan them and me never try say me navigate through science ni kakra ahwe abaka say kwabna na ifa na ordinary. You have to be balanced. Culturally, oka asema opani nanim guasi wo nipa mu a enye sebi bone na waye no kwa na wama na edifo wo ho wagini tumi bia ode beye pani going forward. Na no na titifo no omu hu se oye pani no da so ye pani no otiase die eni so o lose ni moral ground a obetimi bia as time enema ebekoso ebia ehia se pani bi eba beka wasemti sa nkomo yi no se yenye nti mu nyina nwie ye no me fi se de yaka bedri no ye mani si ha na wo mo ye hwehwemu wo ho no yenye hwehwemu na nanom so a etie ye se ye wulomo Ghana Traditional Council, the National House of Chiefs get involved in this matter. Now,
adding to your work, I mean, there are two ministries. Chieftaincy and agenda. And I'm told they are deeply involved in this. Quickly, no one
yes, local government.
Sleeping dog will lie. Now, As I said, we should not be too about this. Culture, and once you no transit video yourself. But
now,
for me, for us to
if I may ask, Aloteo Patches a practice or that.
Yeah, practice or that.
There's
a house.
Obisu say, okay, there's a house.
There's a house. Wash the shrine. Not the Wulomo, but the shrine. Shrine ni rituals and any yaman any bibia woma woba. Say mau me no woma woba. And I could see from the video there, there, unya so na why something was that before no warren. It's been there.
All right, quick one. Obia sending me a message. Your friend teacher Kofi Ewonungwa. I say Kwame, I'm a Fanti, but I teach Ga in a shaman basic.
Okay.
So what are the real Ga to be Ga teachers? Now, the statement I hear you actually means we're going to marry a woman. If you take it literally, it means something else. I have lived in Nungwa for over 30 years. This ritual is a normal ritual. Trust me, no indigenous Ga person will condemn it. The man in question is exactly who he is, Stephen Akwete. It is him. According to teacher Kofi, Alote knows too. 80 at this point,
I don't quite. I'm disappointed in him.
Or say no indigenous Ga person will condemn the act. So I will leave it here because, as we said, it will be way of life versus the law versus whatever it is. I was quivering when I heard the sub chief said they would deal with the police for taking custody of their 12-year-old, now 16-year-old queen mother, married to a 65-year-old. Chief Ben Abnori. Chief, as I've said, by the end of the week, she'll be 18. Quarter end of the month, she'll be 21. And then Assembly Nasembeko. Alote's position suggests the law is a recent one, but it is not. I do not understand his position of engagement or education. The law has been since 1998 and has been constitutional. We've had a constitution since 92. They need no education. Even a law passed today is effective. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. We should all be guided by our statements, since some of us learned from your discussion. Thank you very much, Mami.
Chairman, I kind of background. In pursuit of further education and expertise, Akwete ventured abroad under the Ghana government sponsorship, studying method of youth organization in Bulgaria and obtaining a diploma in social sciences from the Lenin School of Social Science in USSR. So the man is highly educated, and you've dealt with youth development, youth mobilization organization. Me mom the person in question was that over there.
Oh, you know me,
Auntie, several as a bosom.
No, yeah, Bobu Wolomono. Traditional priest. Any traditional priest.
Yes, a bosom now, so you know, and before. This one is the fourth one. And I went up.
No, yeah, I mistake.
Oh, no, that's what
Babu.
Kabila Odiameba, Obianim say media about TV Juma, may pet TV in your mapa. And there's something happening tomorrow. Dottie's TV Institute, in collaboration with CSIR, invites you to their launch, The Making of Future Industrialists. There it goes. Tomorrow, Thursday, the 4th of April, 11 in the morning at Stepri, that is CSIR, near Alliance Francaise. I hope I got it right. Near Alliance Francaise and Alliance Francaise, whatever it is. Dottie's TVET Institute, in collaboration with CSIR, invites you to their launch of The Making of Future Industrialists. Tomorrow, Thursday, the 4th of April, 11 in the morning at Stepri, STEPRI, CSIR, near Alliance Francaise. Fun activities for children, robotics, coding with 3D painting and printing, cosmetics making, woodwork, beading, recycling, and all that. So unleash the creativity and innovation in your children. Remember, creativity and innovation changes the world. And so, Dottie Stevet, congratulations to you. We're giving something back. At least we're teaching the kids to be responsible adults, not to be married off at 12.
Kwame
Now, heavy.
Kwame TV
I don't think Kwame. I did. Janice.
Joe would have taken Tambo Bay and Jerry.
Me too.
Kwame, yeah, my advice to Ghanaians. In there, one bar when you walk secondary schools now, or better walk or Lego, or better walk or KNU University, or better walk or Winnie Bade. Winnie Baposi, you have a profession. Kwame TV, Mama Menana walk or TV too. Because it is scary if you read about the number of unemployed graduates our Ghana. Na ebama uba ko secondary school. Na obowie eso ko university obogo university obowie also me general arts me dem ogowie wa university a program ogo history as you go infa nti Ghana foi must some of them TV at was abi won hwe biwa vocational won hwe biwa there abani obey we sisi dem one more workshops modern equipment a pedestrian mason a PD is your carpentry, a PD is your steel bending,
Steel bending, and air painting, Kwame, catering, and Biwa Vocational Institute. One can tell you, I will go to your catering, they are the best. What about when you why then event organizers? What is Banuma, a Yifunade? And say, I will for secondary school, no, I have no more bani nsinya nzano edwuma no ye na daji onfom bobra onfom manu onfom awusu mafutu kakrai. The disrespect of African culture must stop. Some people should learn how to respect our cultures and traditions. The African culture will never fade away. Some of us love it. Kwame na acidity ahafa chinsia. Kwame na mate
Bunny educator kwa new culture di onye.
Kwame
AOB elections 2024 in
what's the way me and Mike na as say ko me and ba ku bi me here David go de kasa meet you
yeah
if you jam found sanka biom
na kan ba ko pe
so fi Kintampo benjari
Kintampo you know microphones oh
no microphones oh no yen kaka ma yi also
Tawajira
my friend
afi abato no aba ye beto no yema obia ho kwan ema ne nto aba ne bi afi aba na ebeto no memeni da ye wo Ghana for dodo bi a memeni da no ebeye consider ama wo mu komisa no ensha se ntempa ya na onhwe kwan pa obefa so aye nhihye ya ebe masa edom no wo mu so atimi a kire wo mu adwen ewo afi aba aye beto no mu meka ho bi ebia no nti na meka but enya me masem nko a but say omamu ni nyina second challenge na
Honorable Fair.
Afi we ye pel yempel ye to aba ni wi a January 6 2025 Mampani Akufo-Addo onda nye president biom
David
enti ya ayese ye pen term ama ne presidency aba na wie ye no ye nya abotwetwere ye ntwen so na ye nkan hunu se oman yi ye wa bakosem bi se e kame akoye se mampani bia wo ya bakosem ne pen so ye ntamu ne dimpa ofisu wi a ene ya ye kai no ma ye ma no nye enkosi ho na mi gina so di asre mampani so se free ne eko ena kakra ka ani no oma na ninko the key issues are opese ye de kai no pa eniema ebeye nsenna ho a mfie ban na beba na chio ye bebo na adodankwa kufu adudin e de akai no say ne pen so e na sa ne me esi ye chama general medas
kwara mon feme sume da say na yeka about TVET Mesaka and Krebi. Now it will make Kabila very happy.
Thank you.
Our brand to be a friend Ibrahim Kokrokoo Adam. Ibrahim Kokrokoo Adam was a judge, one of the best in electricals. Ewa Ghana.
Thank you.
Oko Kintampo Training Institute.
Wow.
Wow.
Technical Institute. Come here have a number for you.
Master Planner Junior Kintampo. Oh no, they send me.
It's in order.
I say
issue kwabna raise you know. Minim say SD sorry mpanyfo ankasa tro krata at the Command Electoral Commission.
Nana be Mr. We mean you have 3 other
I'm supporting, yes, I'm supporting that. But up to now, I hadn't a definite response from the EC. In fact, Tomocrat and no one can say in Giyinyi, said there was an earlier proposal as
EC try
date no about November. And now, Okasa Kaho, what the proposal omo request ni ane say enka yenim edabia ye de sumpa uhemu afiada yenu anu muslimifo kokobompae memene danso no akwa some huge religious bodies bear me and sansene menu ya Kabila kan and sana kwesiada. So their proposal was that Tuesday there kayenya no first Tuesday in December afibi ebe problem. I'm yet to hear from the Electoral Commission whether some consider menkai say yako IPAC ama it came up for consideration pen. But I think I support that. We say send your in our quest not to disenfranchise anybody on any particular grounds. Say be religious obuha ne some chama mekai say Prempeh College there was a time I near National Science and Math Quiz EB. Na ya brand te ba ko a chairman general chese computer pa wa ben papa on na ye ya modern mo kan ho bia na de kodu finance na da o mo de finance ne share na e memene da chairman brand na ma ye twene wa ma ani e de ko hwegu yi ye twene wa ma sanse
o se o ne
case no kokko na Saturday man bia na can tinu say e betimi I don't think say we dey political parties no bo bia kra no e be bo dabi say still December na ye ntwe mani mu November na mum ye kan say 7 December bia na to rather na ye ne say Tuesday bia na e di kan in December no eno dey dey ya fofida ai wo hono ma ye nkɔ adwuma ye nya hwe chama general say me ka eno say we are
answer better kitwe bi Kabila enti Ibrahim Kokrokoo Adam sese we adwuma e wo Gihok.
Oh good.
Marso Kofi Ghana ne debem
Ghana ho yada na say
na bi answer be kon obi si me fa abasobode congratulations in chairmu odu and former professor Mrs. Nancy Innocentia Ebu Enyan. So congratulations to Professor Mrs. Nancy Innocentia Ebu Enyan on your promotion to Associate Professor, University of Cape Coast. It's from your family and friends to you, and they say they wish you blessings in your endeavors.
Ebu. TVET asema epium.
Je oye yibu.
Me sama ka two quick issues.
But Tony Nkotamaso.
Chama TVET is me. No kwasem pa na say yemfa abaso body kese pa. Doctor. Emfa Nanado Dankwa Kufuado aban. Ene Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia. Chairman, omo me ba Fred or convert. Na at the point I make us say to see a TVET education a be a part of free SHS. And no Chairman General at the free SHS ukwa ye news ka. And this okwa kutu esika bi.
Onjiska.
Baje onyiska e can free SHS no ya de aka ho bi eti ama aya akọ na ebiem no the education ministry ne quest say yesisi sa STEM schools no eno so ye ready to why there na mekai ebra education ministry ta mekai say tamana free SHS ba na Iranapo eye minister na yede TVET no ehim na ebinom kana enye yie na ebema quality na kofom enu ne ade dabi ene besi na akwe na as Dr. Samoa eno na APC ewo offenso no
yeah Fred Cheya Samoa
he's done extremely well our Kokrokoo ebi owo no enti say ne ye bo eye TVET abaswa na adama ebebo you mampani about say abe part of the legacy and work we yade ba ko pa ye be kai no for the expansion and development of TVET education mu na say wo hwe Yoruba omianso eba bibim ene asem ba ko kan say ye ba be training 1 million young persons in IT and ni na no ye be training omo under TVET because IT so ba be say no the technological world no I mean expand also nya na dey hurum so eya enisuade hu ba ko a many age especially as a young person this particular policy from Yura Mamadou Bawumia a phenomenal a game changer too for us now no
a game changer papa
now
a deep thinker
Easter bremu nkomo akoko so a you near presidential candidate we had a lot of engagement chairman video back one nyame no kwani me hu ya ha me akova Yura Alankojuche Martin eko sorry no koye na ye man kase mu o kan ni video ya ba ya na o kase Christopher na majority of Ghana no predominantly Christopher intini yan to abama obi o ye Christo ni chairman jino me say me nyin ni say sakasa na kasaba because anche ena me sakokote sofo baako Reverend Anthony Kuju ono so ka say nyanyame pese wo use no abribia no be use no and God can make a Muslim the president of this country and this country could be better. We need to be religiously tolerant. And on Abu Amasum Jakwame, Yatimia Yenyu. And no one Yenyan, Ubeko school, Niautin in Chain, Uya Christo ni Niatin in Chain, Muslimini. Dormitory I dead, I ain't that they say, Obia respecting us. In the schools, we be on my see mosque. Assuming draw no more some. A boo also a chapel, assembly hall near the 10 near the because we have coexisted peacefully. So when you say this, now, so when you go to Chief Imam ate a message say, oh, say a Christopher ne do so pan, Arabia yan talk about Christopher. So what yes, so what you are saying is that omo ye nkemu for there. Sebia nyado, sebia kronto. Omo de omo nsem fata so me omo. Chairman, we should be guided by the Barack Obama history. I mean, he came from the minority race,
a Muslim background.
Yes,
became a president of
America,
and that's what is going to happen.
Oh, became
a Muslim with a love for Christians.
And I'm happy. We share
noted.
The main religious, faith now a war Ghana Hanusi come boom. Look, Yera Muhammadu Bawumia. The respect for all manner of faith is overwhelming. Now, Osaye religiously tolerant. Just say Obusumbia and need dear Sunko Demasumbian FKK. Interfaith. Thank you. Senior. Etima say, moving on, Sam Komo emfa and kabum emma. Yanka ni bitimi. And is it me? I've moved with Yera Bawumia. And Chairman, so Oko Babia was the me for what now we see mosque di ma Sanja Kumasi. Such a beautiful edifice. Okay, I say about Omontumano because of the competence no betimi ayaboa. Na ono be condemn you be kase me trouble na because of debi nya sa e no pe no. So he's moving with the message. No betimi aye, no betimi aboa. Eni mo betimi aye. So I think that opinion, and I think that message for me is not the best a message I bring it in boom and yet
video now
and chairman nyame no Ukraine say we video so na make no say nyame tiase Yewura Muhammadu Bawumia will be the president and he's going to make history and obeka Ghana nyina boom yenya ni bejen Ghana is going to move forward.
Nana Biba, I mean that's it. Now just my final comment on this Bobu Wulomo assuming I'm printing invitation cards.
And tradition versus.
Kabila, ask your question again.
What did the invitation card say?
Please ask your question again.
Invitation card.
Traditional marriage.
That's all. That's all. See, that's all.
You wanted 3 questions, ask 3 times.
So,
what are you? Yeah.
Traditional marriage. And no, and what card no so. Inti omo kase na nyaware na alote de okan ache. I'll say the office of the Bobu Wulomo.
That's Amati.
Respectfully invites ping boy ikpa yokpe mo anayesa ne kalo. Boy ikpa yokpe mo. Traditional marriage ceremony. Saturday 30th March.
Onya side chicks e bienzu kan.
Alete nche me pede kana carry.
Oh Dabi.
No, she knew about
we bocho. Oh Kwame mo bocho. Oga ko wasamo. Na ko wasamo ni ma se mi osu wo wa.
Bazam.
Kwame me se wo se enam na bodom ta wo do a ebe kikeminen.
Peace FM.
Se enam na bodom ta wo do ebe kikeminen.
Me on time da me ma pamen.
Yo ebe pamen. Ebe kikem hi. Na ko wa benje bi aga kikem hi. Na amanfu wo twukwechi edwire rupu ya na yenzu yenyu besi 2024 nara oni Kwame tidama yenya kakaba again nana bi it's a foregone conclusion
anye foregone enyame na adom oyewe hu
your foregone go abonu
na
foregone akade enyame na adom I love that because nyame odo di yenyim kan ehun mo zi mo zo tena enti amidi menyim de or your foregone conclusion. Or your Yaminado. There, come what may. Dr. Mahuma will be president of Ghana. Come what may. Now, the system is changing. Now, as long as Brian Jambo again, I there. Wa for Yana Odupu and Grandma Mangama will go whatever the outcome in December. Yempa boyin there bibiale hinsi Ghana. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia being sworn in as President of the Republic of Ghana.
In all of this,
but
when you are wrong, learn to accept you're wrong.
Oh, yeah, only a political rhetoric.
That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying.
No, yeah, political rhetoric.
Kabila, say book nenya ba ko na ochro.
Or join in volumes.
Send it thesis, no. Kabila one of the kind of person who thesis no is going to become a book. One okay. Now say apparently you want it.
I know.
Oh, dear sir. I haven't said you know or don't know.
No
neither will I comment. So I can maybe chat to so sir. Na any PSM when you know.
No man Mike.
Any PSM na wo ko pu ni ya.
Nyami nyo.
and your mommy, you know, when you are. Never na champo you put now and the wash it to. I jump on the cray. Book a cray, hello.
Hello to Kofi. Call Club Malago is one Ugo apartment call. Nani?
Chairman,